My name is Steve Sarp. I am playing First Man.
My name is Jeff Coletta. I am playing Second Man. The fun part is we don't fit in.
We don't. We don't fit in
total
at
outsiders.
one at all.
We are totally outsiders, and that's what makes it. And our world and the theater world don't quite come together, and that conflict is part of the fun.
Well, these two guys are, I guess, what you would call your classic mobster hitmen, thugs. They are very loyal to their boss. In this case, Mr. Hogan, who is the head of the oldest established permanent floating crap game in Baltimore, and he had nothing on that bum Nathan Detroit out in New York.
We don't even talk about him.
Never.
So sue me. I like working with this guy. I don't care what we're doing. I like working with this guy.
Well, I, on the other hand, think...
I hate working with this guy.
Actually, I think it's both, actually, because just off stage, we're kind of nutty and goofy anyway, but working together and showcasing it, if you will, is, it kind of helps grow the character and make them more funny if it's a comedic role.
And in all seriousness, we're very comfortable with one another, so we can be silly and we can be more uninhibited. Steve and I, we share a love of musicals. And so when we're in a musical, we are going to push harder and we are going to play with it more.
You could consider it humbling in a way because there have been so many great actors who have done these roles before us. And not just us, but the lead actors too.
Mm-hmm. It can be a little intimidating. I think it's more fun.
I view our song, Worship Your Shakespeare, as the infamous 11 o'clock number. And those numbers are the ones that, they're the ones that are supposed to bring down the house.
Yes.
Which puts the pressure on you to get that energy there, to get the comedy that's there, and just wake up the audience because it is late.
And jazz them up for the ending, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked with Tim, and I've worked with Adrian, I've worked with Kaylee before, and we are tight. We are very close friends. Tim and Adrian are two men that I would throw myself in front of a truck for. They're family. And so, yeah, I have no problem working with them at all. And they can bow after me as long as, I get to bow first.
Because that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. You can't be a ham and do Hamlet.
Exactly. I've worked with all four of the leads in one capacity or another in different shows, and I've loved working with every one of them. Tim has his own charm in the roles he plays. Kaylee, who plays Lois, my gracious, girl has energy like you would not believe. Adrian, I worked with him a couple years ago, and you never know, great guy. I would say a true gentleman. Jennifer, I've only worked with her a little bit on one show, but she's just great to work with.
Mm-hmm. She's fun. She's a lot of fun. You basically have two stories going on. You've got the story of Fred and Lily working backstage, doing this show as the leads, as former man and wife. Now they're going to do this play together, having been divorced for a year, and still with feelings toward one another. And then you've got the story of the Taming of the Shrew itself, and that dynamic between Kate and Petruchio. And then, so you basically the audience is seeing two shows for one.
We're coming out of the summer. There have been all these big blockbuster movies over the summer, and some people go see them 2, 3, 4 or more times. Every time you go to the movie, you're going to get the same performance. You come to live theater, something different is going to happen every night.
That's true. The other thing is that there were some really big, heavy, loud movies this summer. Mm-hmm. This is very light. This is very pleasant. This is something that's going to kind of, is much more gentle toward the audience instead of boom, some big explosion or whatever. And, we don't have any of that. We got a couple of gangsters that threaten.
But that's about it.
But that's about it.
I just want to remind everyone to brush up your Shakespeare because the women you will wow.
That's right.